And then I just be like, damn, like.
And I feel like I
like
sound.
that's what they listen to. That's what they gotta hear when I talk. Like I apologize. I feel bad because I feel like I sound like a
and I feel like I sound as gay as I am.
And you guys are gonna be mad as hell because I'm recording.
That's rude. Okay, well, hey y'all. Welcome.
This is really recording right now.
Shootin the shit. It's like, hello.
Are we recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
okay. So why did you
Oh, no,
say
I just started recording.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Right.
How's everyone's day going?
I mean, okay, good.
Mine is a little
Yeah,
fucked
I
up
guess.
after we watched that damn episode of Black Mirror.
I mean,
that shit was sick.
I watched it yesterday too, so this was a double dose of that same episode.
Like,
We gotta give the name of the episode. What was it called? Hate in the Nation?
Yeah.
That episode, yes, Hated in the Nation.
Hated in
Season
the
3,
Nation.
episode 6. You guys, check that out. Insane. Also, consider how you use social media after you watch that episode, because that shit was wild as fuck. And it's insane that, like, I think the fucked up shit about Black Mirror is that it's literally a mirror into what humanity is possibly turning into.
Or what it already is.
Yeah.
Right. What it is. Just kind of magnified.
Right.
Yeah.
In, like, the most intensive ways. Because it's not as if this technology isn't, like, on the... You know what I'm saying? It's just, like, just waiting to be in existence, or it's already in existence. I feel like anybody who has the imagination to think this shit up has already found a way to get plugged in and get that shit. Like, they're getting their bag.
Yeah, basically.
Like, all of this is rooted in real shit. Because my personal favorite episode, and what I'm low-key probably going to put myself on a payment plan for whenever they say...
This is available.
It is available, like, at an Apple store near you, is going to be the technology from... Season 1, Episode 3, The Entire History of You.
Okay, no.
So this episode, guys, and this is why.
He said no.
This is why, though, because
He said no.
I feel like I would always love to have the opportunity to be able to physically have somebody see something from my perspective to maybe get to be able to prove my point of how they were fucked up.
I feel like that's very dangerous technology to have.
That's not dangerous because, like, at the end of the day, if like just right now, the three of us are in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But our interpretations or our perspective of us being in the same room right now is so different. So to be able to like,
it is.
you know what I'm saying, you out with somebody,
Or
and
is
it's
it?
like, it is.
What are you
Is our
asking?
perspective different?
It is.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, right, yeah.
We sure?
I mean, yeah.
There's generally like,
it probably
there's
is.
a consensus amongst us, like we're having a good time, you know, like we know each other, but like at the end of the day, everybody's perspective is subjective to them,
Right.
and your makeup. You know what I'm saying? What I take offense to is not what you take offense to, is not what Otha takes offense to. So at any moment, we could all be having these like different experiences while we're having the same experience. So to be able to be like, no, well, you know what I'm saying, in a confrontation with somebody, be like, well, look, you know, hold on, sis, because I didn't really see it that way. Like, let me give you a clip and throw it up on the window real quick. Like, that shit is lit. Now, Homeboy was crazy in the episode, so, you know what I'm saying, we saw, like, how it could go bad.
I mean, but was he crazy, though? Because he was also very right.
I mean, he was very right. he was very right.
Very much right about
everything. He was very
everything.
aggressive. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's about how you utilize the information. Naturally, like, he went about it in a very, like, vindictive kind of, like, he came from a place of hurt with it, which caused him to hurt the people around him, blah, blah, blah. We're all human. But, like, the technology itself, in my opinion, is dope AF. Like, if more people could just see things the way other people see things, literally see, like, you see them how I remember them. So the way it made me feel, you get to experience that through my eyes, through my lens. honest and truly, we could maybe possibly achieve, some really great things. You know me, I'm like this like kumbaya, we could all live together. Someday we'll all be free. Like at the core of me, like I'm low-key rude as shit, but like at the core of me, I believe humans could be beautiful, wonderful, loving beings that they were meant to be. If they had things like that.
But that technology in particular, you think that would be more of a good thing and not a bad thing?
When we get into good and bad, it's a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, for all intents and purposes, how I feel the world should work is good and bad is relative to you not harming others around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not a danger to me, you're not intentionally putting anything into the universe to cause me harm, it doesn't affect me. What you do, or just generally, if it's not causing harm to anyone else, to the next man, like, you should be good to do whatever the hell you want to do. Like, what you eat don't make me shit at the end of the day. So, I'm going to let you have that. And I'm going to have what I like to have, and we going to live. And if you hurt the next man, then we got to have a different conversation, because you're supposed to keep that shit together yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I just think...
Blue.
I don't know. I just think that particular episode just really put it out there how that can just be used in a very wrong way. Yeah. Well, not even a wrong way, because I guess he was justified in the way that he was using it.
It's how he felt.
Right, but I just think that situation that he was in would be very common, so that's why I'm saying that would maybe not be
right. But it's
best.
it's also about picking and choosing your battles. Like, he felt away because he bombed an interview, and he walked into that dinner and he saw his bitch talking to this nigga. So you know what I'm saying, he was in his feelings already,
right?
And he just picked up on something that he didn't pick up on before.
You know what? All that doesn't really matter, because she could have also not been a trash person, and then what she did.
Mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But, like, what difference is it if I start an argument with you because I noticed something in the moment, not knowing that you had already been a trash person, versus you being a trash person and me never having the opportunity to, like, even have you know why I feel a way about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can play it off real easy if we not able to confront each other about it in that way. Because remember, he made her run back some of her memories too. He also ran back the baby's memory. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you trash, you trash. Whether I have that technology or not, she was going to do that. She did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if that technology didn't exist, niggas is cheating every day, B.
Right.
So, it's about whether or not I'm able to confront you about it and we can honestly, truly move on. Because at the end of the day, he still loved the girl. And before he went over Homeboy house, he gave her a chance to tell the truth.
Right, and then I was just about to say that maybe if that technology did exist, it would make people be more honest,
right?
And not
you
get
ain't
caught
got
up
no choice,
like that, right? Because you can just run that right back,
right?
So,
real quick, oh,
right?
So I'm tripping, or no? Right. Ooh, don't let me have that shit.
Consider the receipts right here, right on the wall.
Let me run you my receipts, okay? Because I keep mine on that. So how about this day when this bitch was
So that I think that will probably, be one good thing that will come out of that.
I would get a couple charges. Because I would run up on somebody for that shit. But on some real shit, that shit is real. And it's like,
yeah,
it's very possible for it to, like, exist
in real life. And
shit,
very soon.
Even that, the motherfucking episode
Archangel?
with the pig.
Oh, no.
The very first episode of season 1.
Oh, yeah. You think that would be very possible? Because I'm trying to think, why was he not liking it? Like,
the guy uploaded a ransom video of the girl on YouTube, of the princess on YouTube, with stipulations about this prime minister or whoever he was in the government fucking this pig.
Okay. Yeah.
He said he was going to kill her
if he didn't do it.
If he didn't do it. And the entire country tuned in to watch him fuck a pig.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's nobody on the streets.
Nobody.
So when Shorty is released,
right.
Like
nobody there.
Nobody really knew for real.
He didn't even have to do it.
Didn't even have to do it. Whole time it was just
ruined his life.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's just human. Like if somebody really.
Oh no. No, I thought a car went over there, but it's the reflection. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay. That was so random.
We go tripping, y'all. We go tripping. But no, like that technology totally could exist. It also could be a thing. I mean, it's just people playing with other people's lives. Like,
yeah, that already happens every day. So.
Yeah.
Like your life literally hangs in the balance of other
every
people
fucking day.
and the things that we use every day. Shout out to this Facebook shit that y'all just put me on to today.
Delete Facebook, please.
I mean, I don't even use it like that anymore.
I use it
Delete
because
it.
I just keep in touch with all of my extended family members,
Delete
and that's
it.
like the most PG.
So right now, Facebook
platform.
knows where you're at.
Huh?
Facebook knows where you're at right now.
I mean, my phone knows
Right.
where I am. Apple knows where I am.
There is no such thing as privacy now.
Gmail knows where I am. Google Maps knows where I am. Snapchat knows where I am. I mean, do you need me to continue?
Right, like
if
people
you
can
gotta
find you if they
because you have
really
all
want
of these
to.
things on your phone, and like if you want to keep it all the way funky, I opened up my Snapchat
Yeah,
a few minutes ago, and your
definitely
little
knows where
Bitmoji right there.
knows where we're at.
Right there on the map, bro. Like it don't even matter what you got. They listening, they watching,
Right.
they see you. Like
Big Brother is real.
your front face
Big brother.
camera. But with some real shit, like your front face
Yeah.
cameras right there. That's why like shows like Black Mirror and Scandal, like all just
And
play into like these crazy ass conspiracies, and I feel like it's all happening here because we live in DC.
Right.
So this is like the hub of our government. So I wouldn't put it past America to just have some real random ass top secret shit over in like Sursum Quarter somewhere.
Not over there.
Or like the farms. And hell, they might have something in Kenilworth. I don't know. I just feel like the government is everywhere. They've been everywhere. It's their job to mind everybody's business. I feel like that's America's job,
Crazy.
though.
What?
To mind everybody else's business.
I mean, true, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Like,
that's what they've been doing. I mean, that's how America came to be, because they was minding somebody else's business. They came
Right.
over here stealing somebody else's land.
No. Well, I mean, but they was trying to mind their business, though.
But were they really, though? Can we really trust that they were really trying to mind their business?
I mean, you know, there's a part of me like that really like I feel like the shittiest black person, because there is a part of me that like understands America for what it could have been. Like at the core of it, like what they teach you in history class about like people, you know, leaving to find a space where they can like just be free of religious persecution and just be allowed to live and coexist in the same land. Or at least that's how I was taught it, because I went to Catholic school. But yeah, like America was supposed to be a beautiful place, and then humans.
And then, yeah.
And, you know, more of the same. Here we are, still talking about everything that we're talking about in the world. But apparently Facebook is watching us, guys. You know, and they're getting cut a check by
Russia.
Russia. Oh, I thought it was like Trump. I mean, Trump might as well be
That's who paid
cutting
them.
checks from Russia too. He probably is, bro.
Definitely.
So you know, I understand everybody's outraged about President Trump, just in general, because he is like a bit. Excuse me, he is a bit of a shit show. Just like
A bit. I think that's an understatement.
if you look, I'm trying to keep it cute. You're watching us. He can be a bit of a shit show, but like, has he not always been a trash person?
It definitely has.
So, like, are we really on, like, honestly, truly, can we say we're surprised at who he's been? Not like, because I understand, like, everybody's like, oh, he's the president now, blah, blah, blah. But, like, a change in your job description does not change you from being a trash-ass person.
I guess the difference is that he's being trashed while he has much more power than what he had before,
right.
And it affects
influence
everybody else.
I mean, but that's everybody else's cross to bear because they voted the motherfucker in.
I did not. So
I mean,
no,
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, generally speaking, like, if we're going to, I'm playing devil's advocate, if we're going to, like, you know what I'm saying, really, truly think about it, like, the people that we live and share this country with the influence of Russia, allegedly, again, I'm just, I'm allegedly, I'm trying to mind my business out here.
I mean, the FBI, CIA, whoever was who's investigating this shit said that, yes, Russia did.
Like I said, allegedly, because I don't need Russia in my business. I don't need America in my business. I'm just a nigga out here trying to live. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
I mean, they're already in your business.
They already in my business, but I'm just saying, not in my business like that. Like, I'm just literally shooting this shit. Like, this shit ain't real, because I know it's going to be on the internet.
Learn to speak Russian.
I can't.
Shut the fuck up.
I can't.
But I don't even know what I was fucking saying. I'm about to say my dad.
Okay. Okay, so my favorite.
Trash,
yeah. But so back to Black Mirror, because I don't want to talk about that guy anymore.
Right.
So one of my favorites episodes of Black Mirror is the Black Museum episode.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because first of all, her name's Letitia, right? Letitia. Is that Shuri from
Shuri.
Black Panther?
She's forever Shuri.
But yes, so she was in that
forever.
episode, and she was getting vindication for her father, who was fucked up because of that fucking doctor that was, the owner of that museum. Such a good fucking episode. Like,
that shit was wild too.
It was wild. The doctor was a trash individual as well. Like, I'm glad he got his at the end. First of all, that technology where you can, like, well, you discussed that this was a part of Carbon Copy. Is that the name of the show? That's on Netflix? Altered Carbon.
That shit like that, man.
That technology where they can put their subconscious of a dead person into another person's brain.
It's not another person's brain. Like,
it's another
the
body.
Physicality of the body.
So they have control
it's like,
over it.
Yeah.
Just
so think of a body as a shell.
Think of a big ass 3D printer, and they build a body in this printer, organs, blood, the works. But it looks like Asian 43-year-old.
Okay,
I'm snatching your psyche out and putting that in her, and now that's you.
So that's a better deal than what was in Black Mirror, though, because in Black Mirror, the person was alive and he had
the doll.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, at first
no.
she was
So
in her husband's subconscious.
You're talking about the episode that I was about to say is that's in my other top one, and that's Be Right Back, season 2.
Oh, okay. So
episode 1, but that one is different because that one, again, it's the motherfucking internet and your social media. Remember, it compiles
everything that you said
that it thought was him based off of everything that he said
on social
on
media,
the internet and on his phone. Like,
yeah,
on
that episode was too much.
That shit was weird as fuck.
That was too much, but it was all because of that girl that was at the funeral, though.
Right. That just didn't want to let it go.
She didn't want to mind her business. She didn't want to mind her business,
and that's probably the lesson of this episode.
Right. Mind your business.
Mind your motherfucking business.
Like,
because it's always getting either you or somebody else in trouble.
Right.
It's not worth it. Mind your
business. Shit alone. Leave that shit alone.
Just mind your business.
Because the fact that she, like, ended up keeping him in the attic.
And only letting him out on a little girl birthday?
Yes.
I don't have time.
Fucking insane.
Right.
I don't have time.
Yeah, that episode was really intense. That was a really intense episode.
So strange. Like, so strange. But like, even the fact that somebody would want to do that is a bit morbid.
I mean, I can kind of I think everyone can kind of understand where she was coming from. Of like, because she was married to him, right? That was her husband. So I don't know what boyfriend.
Yeah, boyfriend.
Right. So I don't know what it's like to lose someone like that. But I just like death. You know, it's not easy to cope with. So I think everyone can kind of understand.
I mean, I definitely get that, like the sentimental part, but it's still just like, bro, like death is death. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a part of life.
It's just it's an unfortunate part of life. Like, as much as I would like the opportunity to bring my brother back, and this is like really timely because his birthday is tomorrow. He's no longer alive. But like, even if I had the power to bring him back, like it's not him.
Yeah.
You know, in that sense, in the sense of that episode, it's not him. It's an algorithm of him. It's an idea of him, a thought of him. Like, to know that I can't have the actual person that once was here with me it wouldn't be worth it to just have a piece of that. But that's also, I mean, I guess I'm looking at it on the outside of the situation. But if I was in her position, like, I feel like if the girl had said something to her after, like way after the funeral, maybe she would have thought it through and not done it.
Yeah. Well, again, she didn't do anything. Like, she told her to leave her alone. She told her to shut up at the funeral.
But then the girl still sent it to her again.
Yes, but again, it was not anything that she really prompted. The lady sent her that.
Okay, but she didn't prompt it, but she also didn't have to follow through.
You know what? You're right, because that when she went all the way in,
it's about a choice. Like she had to pay for the technology. She had to pay for the service.
Right, and when she went all the way in and got the physical body, that was her decision. Yes, you're right.
That was your choice.
Yes,
like you know, you could have kept it cute at a phone call every once in a while, sis. But no.
Yeah. True.
I don't know. But I will say Black Mirror has some like it just opens my eyes to humanity in a different way, because I really do look at the world kind of through this lens about like just generally how you treat people and like how that can have an effect on somebody else's, you know what I'm saying, like on somebody else's day. Like how I treated the girl at Starbucks could possibly affect like 2 other people, but I don't even know it. So like I just consider that and try to be good and, you know, generally nice and just to people the best I know how, because shit can get crazy.
Right.
And next thing you know, they send the bees to kill you.
That was so scary. That was so scary. Like, I can never look at bees the same. We'll never look at bees the same.
But it wasn't even the bees'
episode.
fault. Like, they were well intended.
Were they?
The bees were.
I don't trust bees already.
But understand though, the bees that were killing the people were robotic, which were controlled by a man. It's still the technology itself, the form of the bee, unfortunately carried out the act of one man's intention. It's still humanity. It's still how we view others. It's still this notion of somebody feeling that they're superior, or their way of thinking is so superior than others that they're judge and jury. And now they got the right to just, you know, kill them dead.
I'm just saying, I don't think bees really knew that they would land on my nose and sting me in my nose either. But you know what? It still happened. Don't like bees.
I mean, nobody ever likes bees. If you ever watch My Girl, you don't like bees.
That was so sad.
Man, that shit hurt.
Okay, I didn't fuck with bees just off of that, because I wasn't sure if I was allergic, but I was never trying to find out. Okay, I didn't fuck with bees after watching that film. Yeah, no. So it's never been.
Oh, you damn!
It's never been about not trusting bees. But I'm just saying, like, they were kind of innocent in this, because it was robotics in the shape of bees.
I guess.
That's wild. But it's crazy how they also use the internet to find him.
All of a fucking hashtag.
And a selfie.
Yeah.
But well, it would start off with a hashtag.
Right.
And use a hashtag to find them necessarily.
And like hashtags can be so crazy and like damaging. But like I don't know, it's weird too. Like living in a time as an adult where like social media is such a large part of like children's lives now. Because like legit, like I don't know how many articles I read last year alone about very young children like killing themselves because they were being teased on the internet. And I like that breaks my heart. And so like that episode, low key, the bee episode is really real.
Yeah.
Only it's not the bees, it's just these kids, that their psyche is not developed enough. They're not aware of themselves enough to know that like what somebody says about me from their basement apartment in Wyoming means nothing. I might take myself out, and that shit is sad as fuck. Cause we ain't had that shit. Like when I was in high school, I didn't have to worry about niggas in fucking Idaho knowing what the fuck I was doing. Like that technology didn't exist. Those apps weren't there. Like, I mean, granted, you had like your startup internet apps that would, you know, share your locations.
Right.
Like, you know, Black Planet and MySpace and those, but it wasn't to the magnitude of this. Retweet culture wasn't a thing.
Retweet culture.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's how shit travels. Like, that episode, it was just like, whoever gets the most hashtag retweet. Like, whoever gets the most retweets wins. That person gets killed. Like, that's wild as shit. Crazy. We didn't have that when we was kids. And that's low-key, like, how these kids have to grow up. Everything they fucking do could possibly be public just because somebody felt like it.
Right.
Shit, even as an adult, you can't be sure you're going to be out at a party doing your thing or even fucking riding a train without worried about whether or not somebody taking your picture or recording you.
Right.
I mean, aren't there there's kind of cameras everywhere now, though,
yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
Like, just about.
It's always eyes watching you, but it's just crazy that that's the world we live in, and that's, you know, Black Mirror is like where we're headed.
Or like you said, we live in the time of Black Mirror.
Yeah, we live in the time of Black Mirror. And people, like, we don't even realize it.
Yeah, and like the nosedive episode, which is the ratings social media episode.
Oh my God.
Okay, so like that's also another favorite of mine because that really changed my perspective on social media.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think that one was savage because they were like liking people in their faces.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I guess I can give you some
crazy.
points.
Yes.
Like that was insane.
And after a phone call, you would still have to rate them, and she would like desperately wait for that rate to get to her phone after that phone call.
Like it's so that is so weird.
Like that. To live for that type of approval, like
but there are people who live
on the
for
daily.
that. That's what I'm saying. Like
daily.
that's what people motherfucking. This is how humans interact now. Like I work in retail, so I deal in human interaction. Like I am required. My job requires me to talk to people for a living to convince them that they should spend hundreds of dollars on the wares that I'm selling. So imagine people coming in and then you say something like, "Oh, hey, how you doing today?" "Oh, I'm just looking." "Oh, that's cool." "That's not what I said though. I just said hey." And they'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Yeah, you should be. But like people don't know how to interact. Even kids, the tour kids are worse. You say hey, and they just look at you like it came out in a different language. Nigga, I know you are from America. You have on a Make America Great Again sweatshirt. You're from America. You're from the good old Midwest, old nasty southern part of America. I know where you're from. Like, you know what hello is.
mm-hmm.
They don't know how to speak to you. But if you text them,
you don't know how to.
You got them all
respond.
night.
Not all night.
You got them all night. I'm serious. My My brother spends so much time on his cell phone. It drives me crazy. This nigga uses his phone while he's driving, while he's sitting in his room on the bed playing PlayStation. He on the phone. In the kitchen making food. He on the phone.
It is a vital part of our lives now.
Yeah, like
this nigga does everything.
But I mean, but you have to admit, I feel like everyone, like a phone is like really ingrained into our daily routines for like everything that we do.
Yeah. Transfer money,
everything.
Transfer money.
I mean,
catch a taxi.
You could pay for shit with a phone. You can catch a cab with a phone.
Call,
order groceries.
text,
the internet
email.
is on your phone.
Yeah, your phone is. I mean, but it's only a valuable part of your life and your day because somebody told you it was. Because if you just take a moment. There is a such thing as life without cell phones.
Yeah, we lived it. Yeah.
Okay. Niggas was still getting around.
Uh-huh.
They were still communicating. They were still meeting up. They were still catching cabs. They were still going to the grocery store. Like, food was still brought to their homes. There is life without your cell phone. There's life without technology. But we have, like, someone has taught us to buy into the idea that we have this is a necessity, and I think that's what we're getting.
Is it a necessity?
Well,
so I said somebody has caused us to buy into the idea that it is a necessity. Technically, if you look at
it, might be.
If you look at humankind from its inception to now, this is not a necessity. There's no way humans have existed for thousands of years without motherfucking internet that this is a necessary thing to be alive. Is it convenient for you to have this? For sure. Did this change the game in a lot of different ways?
Yeah.
Hell the fuck yeah. But is it necessary? If we're talking about necessity,
necessary?
It's not necessary. Don't get me wrong. If I leave my phone in the house for 24 hours, I'm sick as shit. But it's not a necessity.
What about for 24 years?
What?
I mean, for 24 years, I can't. That would be a lie. But I mean, shit. For at least 17 of my years of life, this shit wasn't shit.
I don't know. I just feel like
shit. Even up until like the early 2000s, cell phones was trash, bro.
I know. They've evolved like a mug.
That's what I'm saying. This shit wasn't shit back when we was younger. I still couldn't talk to you unless it was nights and weekends. I'm only calling my mother or my grandmother
I remember the nights
during peak hours.
After 7 or after 9?
I think it's after 9.
It was after 9 at first, and then it was after 7.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying, like...
Yeah, I remember those times.
OG cell phones, we was not rapping, and you was barely texting me.
But I feel like, I don't know, because I feel like I do believe that you can't be stuck in a certain time to think that what happened in that time and what was necessary for that time is necessary for the future and for now. So I feel like you have to evolve with the times. I agree that it's not necessary. That's what I'm saying.
You're still.
I think it is vital.
I think it is very important to
necessary. And it's not important.
I think that it is.
Yeah.
I think that it is. I'm important, yes. Not necessary, but important. Important, yes.
Important how?
What if your car breaks down?
What did people
There's no
do
such as
when
payphones don't exist anymore, do they not?
But that's what I'm saying. But what I'm just saying generally, if modern technology as we know it was wiped out, everybody would go into a panic because nobody knows how to motherfucking change a tire or give somebody a jump or motherfucking walk their ass to the gas station to fill up a gallon of gas. Like, that's what
I think people
at the end of the day, you're basing basic survival on a cell phone.
No.
If you can't do these things for yourself without that,
no,
there's a common issue.
I think, but you saying like change a tire, fill in a gas thing. I think people know how to do that if they had to.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not saying I know how to do that, but I'm pretty sure if I asked my father, yes, he would be able to tell me how to do it.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So again,
It's all about reaching out, yes. Yeah. But again, I still feel like people know how to do that. I think that it is important. Is it a necessity? No. Yeah. Because people do that. They live, there are some people out there that do not have cell phones, do not use modern technology, that still have vital lives. But I think that it is important to everyday
life.
Right, everyday life.
I will agree to disagree on that one. So, it's definitely not important.
Imagine you had random bank, and random bank is say 20 miles from you. So the only way you could transfer to your account was through the mobile app on your phone. Would you rather do that or?
But it's okay if we're playing a game of Would You Rather.
I mean,
but I'm saying if we're playing a game of Would You Rather, naturally I'm going to opt
for the convenience.
The mobile app for the convenience. But I'm saying at the end of the day, if that mobile app wasn't working, or the technology did not exist for the mobile app, or whatever had happened to the mobile app that day, and I couldn't transfer my funds electronically, I'd still find a fucking way to go to the motherfucking bank if I needed the money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about necessity and importance. Importance is relative to the situation and the tools that you have in front of you. So you can't, that's why I'm making the argument against saying important. Important is relative to what's going on. It would be important if the technology is available, sure. It's there, it's convenient. That's I'm always going to take the easier route or the easier option over the longer travel road. But at the end of the day, if the easier option doesn't exist or it goes awry, life goes on. And so do I. Because I'm going to take my ass that 20 miles to the motherfucking bank.
I don't know, because I feel like technology is really infused into everything. So I feel like no one is using analog, because that's the opposite of digital. But no one's using
but that's true though.
Analog shit anymore. So
because it's phased out.
I get that, but I feel like that's where we maybe are missing something. Because I feel like the further we get into the digital age, the more susceptible we are to the whims of random human beings. Because you think about how every holiday season, it's always a few major mobile, shopping situations like Target, Walmart, whatever. All of these major places, one holiday season, it's always one big one that has issues with their credit card systems. And everybody's information just so happened to be compromised on this particular weekend on the whim of some college kids in the middle of nowhere. So that's what I'm saying about the digital age. We talking about Black Mirror, and this is the life we live, Black Mirror. That's what I'm saying. It's worth it to still understand how shit was run before this stuff existed. It's still worth it to hold on to some of those old traditions and those old ways and those old technologies, because if this shit goes bad, what is your next step? What are you going to do? How are you going to make it?
I watched The Walking Dead.
What?
I'm ready to survive.
but The Walking Dead is way different than what we're talking about right now, though. I mean, I guess it's still the same concept.
Well,
you still have to go.
That's post-apocalyptic.
If all technology go down, that's what it is.
But I mean, it's essentially going to be the same kind of scenario where you do have to go back to what you have coined as analog life. You are going to have to go back to that. But that's what I'm saying. Even now, if you find I just feel like, again, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I'm ready. If some shit break down, I'm going to be okay.
Right.
Because I know that motherfuckers found a way. But I still appreciate my iPhone. Shout out to Apple.
We kind of need you, Apple.
Right.
It's nah.
I mean, well,
you're very
I don't know
vital.
if we can rely on Apple.
Nah.
Can we rely on Apple?
I'll just say technology.
Well, no, technology cannot be relied on because
it's always fucking up.
Right. It's going to crash. not, well, I don't want to, like, say, like, it's going to crash.
Yeah, Lord,
like,
technology, yeah. I mean...
And, it's always some sort of glitch or, some sort of fuck up. Nothing's perfect.
Nothing's
perfect.
And then you think about movies, like, outside of Black Mirror and, this whole shit that's going on now. If you think about, like, older movies that came out when we were a little younger, like Eagle Eye and motherfucking, what's the one? I Am Legend. Like, that's supposed to apocalyptic. But Eagle Eye was some crazy shit. Because the motherfucking computers decided that they was going to motherfucking take over the world. They didn't like how we was governing ourselves. And they pretty much created themselves to be the perfect human beings based off of the logic and reason that we developed in our laws and the ways of the world. So they were going to cleanse us of our evils and started controlling us. Like, it could very well happen. Like, your stove could just,
come alive
and start working against you and hold you hostage in your house. What you gonna do?
That's fucking insane.
Some scary shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if we gonna talk about technology, we're gonna talk about technology. Motherfucking people got microwaves and shit that they can... Fucking Alexa.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Her ass.
Again, Alexis.
What's the name?
Siri.
I don't want to say her name because
I don't like them. I don't
she
trust
might
them
pop
bitches.
up on my phone as soon as you say hey to the bitch. She ready. Like, it's wild. Like, that's what I'm saying. So we already live in Black Mirror. Some Black Mirror shit is probably happening right across the little way over there in this office building across from my Otha's apartment. In Southwest. And some Black Mirror shit happening over there. And some Black Mirror shit happening on the wharf.
Golly.
No, it's some what's the name shit happening by the wharf.
What?
Rush Hour.
I can't with Rush Hour.
You don't remember that when they had the boat party in China? I think it was Rush Hour 2.
Okay. I haven't seen those in a really long time. I need to go back and watch those.
Chris Tucker really was like poised to have a stellar career, I feel, in comedy, in Black comedy. He did for all things considered, but like I feel like he could have like really propelled himself to much higher heights. But
like maybe he didn't want it. I feel like that was not saying that he didn't want it, but I think like he was just like cool where he was and just like wanted to take a break or something. Because I feel like he was kind of gone for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe he had a Dave Chappelle moment.
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like the rumor was like him. What's the name in? Having like a Britney Spears moment. Like he was like on drugs real bad in Hollywood.
I thought the rumor was that he was kind of macing himself. By mace, I mean like he,
was
went
like
to church and stuff like that.
Maybe that happened after the Britney
breakdown
Spears moment. Yeah.
I didn't hear about the breakdown.
I love how we're referencing these life events as people. Oh no, I think he had a Britney. No, I think it was a Mace. Maybe it was a Britney Mace combo.
Right.
Sure.
I thought I heard the Mace kind of situation rumor. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, shout out to Chris Tucker. Rush Hour was lit as shit. That was my motherfucking shit.
Right.
I fucked that.
I mean, it's an iconic franchise.
Iconic.
Like, iconic.
Motherfucking iconic.
Yes. Especially in the Rush Hour 1 when the Asian girl is singing Mariah Carey
in the backseat. That is me and my cousin's favorite part of the fucking movie. We used to rewind that part over and over
because she's going the fuck off in that backseat.
Laughing.
She's going the fuck off in that backseat.
Nobody has ever said that to me. And this is how I knew our friendship was meant to be, guys, because every time I explain that is my favorite part of Rush Hour, everyone looks at me like I'm retarded. But that shit is
iconic. Like,
so hilarious.
That little Asian girl is singing her heart out.
For her life.
She is singing her
preparing
heart
her life
in the backseat of that motherfucking car.
Hectic inside. Like, sis was going off.
So good.
Before they kidnapped her.
Right.
That is wild. Oh my god. That was so good. So, to get things straight, I believe that technology is not a necessity. I do appreciate technology, but it's not necessary. Also, again, these are just,
thoughts and
lightweight conspiracy theories, thoughts and opinions. Don't at me. Like, don't send me no letters. I just want everybody to be happy and hold hands and sing kumbaya and fuck with each other the longest and the strongest of ways. And I feel like sometimes technology inhibits us from actually participating in the human experience. And I had a lot to shit to get off my chest. So
I'm sorry. Did you say a lot to shit?
Hey, what?
I tried to keep rolling because I knew I fucked up.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
That just really caught me off guard.
So no more Jack and Lemonade.
A lot of shit.
A lot of
Like,
shit.
no, I'm all the way from, like, I can't even talk, right?
And
either.
I feel like I've been soapbox shorty today.
No,
And
I don't
yet
think
again,
so.
Reco said nothing.
Like, maybe 3 words at the most.
What?
I think you said, like, maybe 3 words at the most.
Probably a lie.
That's a lie. No.
No, that's the
It's
whole
true.
truth.
What's your favorite Black Mirror episode, then?
That's a tough one. That's putting me on the spot.
I mean, you haven't said shit this whole time.
We've only been talking about Black Mirror for I don't know how long.
Right.
Still.
The thing is, I don't remember the Black Mirror episodes by name.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. So you're like the worst possible podcaster in the history of podcasters because I'm literally sitting here with my phone open to Netflix,
Wikipedia.
looking at the synopsis and the episode
That's
names
kind
and
of
numbers.
How
of
is
the
it
season. That's not
cheating?
cheating. We agree that this was
I
the
mean-
subject at hand. We are putting you on blast.
No one
This is
told
the
me
shit.
anything,
This is the
Loki.
shit. This is
What?
why you can't never do shit with niggas.
When did y'all tell me this?
Oh
Wait,
my
why
god.
we have to tell you this? How did you think we was coming up with this shit?
You just said you told me.
No. I put this in the group chat on Monday because I said, wait, because I'm going back to this shit. Here are the receipts.
Running back, Otha. Running back.
I mean, but
I said, app
Running
social media
back.
Black Mirror episode this week. Giving you a heads up to rewatch some episodes before we record. That was on Monday at 2:07 p.m.
And even if you didn't rewatch them, you watched them, so you could easily just go back and be like, "Oh yeah, the one about this on season such and such, episode X."
oh my god,
I just want to jump over this table right now, like,
Fail.
it's not me.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
I mean, I can't just interrupt. Y'all be talking like
Yes,
low
you
key.
can. That's the point. We all supposed
I
to be
mean, I'm
talking.
listening like
No, you're not. Are you really listening?
low
I
key.
feel like you're not.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So you still can't even think of a favorite Black Mirror episode?
If I gotta think of
I
one
can
on
tell
the
you which
spot.
one. While he's looking for one, another one that I really enjoyed, but still have to rewatch because it kind of threw me off. Hang the DJ,
Okay.
the relationship one.
Yes.
That one was.
Is that the one where you
kinda
could block
lit.
people in real life?
Block? No. You couldn't block anyone on there. Like when you was set up with that person, you had to like
So it was
stay
like
with
Tinder, but like
Oh,
in real
yeah.
life.
them. Yeah.
Fuck
See,
no.
it was like, and it gave you like the exact time of how long y'all was supposed to stay together
Right. And you were stuck.
for like that time.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
Yes.
So
I mean, but the story
That's
was
kinda
cute
the
though
idea
because it
of
was,
Tinder.
you know, the two people that was, you know,
It
got
was
matched,
cute.
you know, at first.
yeah, because it was
and-
just like, oh, y'all need some time to grow and like
Right.
be in relationships with other people.
But it was still
But-
crazy though. Like that was crazy as fuck.
I don't know. It just really resonated with me because I feel like I'm like sis, like how she just had like all, because his were like fairly long longer relationships.
Yeah,
the guy, but the girl was just like dogging these niggas.
Yeah, like
I'm
3,
take you home,
6 months. Yeah,
we gonna bust it wide open. We gonna get this over with. When my time is up, it's a deuces kind of situation. Like that, it was so relatable to me on so many different levels.
But yeah,
and it was like she knew she liked him from the first time they met, but he was the one that was so hung up on the time.
Right? Yeah, because he fucked that up.
Yeah,
he fucked that up. He did fuck that up. Cause
that's what I'm saying. Like she was with it. He was the one who fucked it up. Yeah. And again, relatable to me on so many levels. But we not gonna get that deep.
But yeah, that was a good episode though. That was a good episode.
Reco,
have you figured it out? Have you figured it out?
Not really.
Failing again. Okay.
Season 4 though, in general, was like
really good.
low-key really good.
It was really good.
Motherfucking Archangel was wild as fuck.
Like that's also really real. Like I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen like any day now.
That's the one where the mom puts the monitoring device in her daughter's eye so she can see what her daughter sees.
Oh yeah, that's already.
That shit is
like
wild.
That's inevitable. I feel like that technology is.
But again, it's about perspective. Like that, it was well intended initially.
But she used it wrong.
She was just like,
that's with all technology.
That don't know how to let go.
That is with all technology.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she got this shit beat out of her though. Like her daughter beat shit out of her at the end of the episode. Like
Crocodile was a good
Crocodile was
season 4 Black Mirror. Like I'm really upset that I got hip to Black Mirror so late in the game.
Right.
Because I think everybody did.
No, but my friend Brian, shout out to Brian. My friend Brian told me about that shit years ago. And like I tried to watch the first episode, as soon as they told that man he had to fuck the pig, I was just like, I'm out. I really can't stick
that's
around.
That's a crazy first episode.
You know what I'm saying? Like I really can't stick around and see where this is gonna go. Like it was already weird to me, but he told me about that shit years ago. And like season 4, like I don't know how they're gonna top this.
I don't know either,
because
honestly.
Crocodile,
that was
was crazy. And again, it's the memory that gets you fucked up.
Yeah.
Because she knew that the technology existed where they can retrieve your memories. Right. But that's also a benefit to people who are attacked because,
you can catch the people who
who out here killing motherfuckers.
Right.
So either way, there's a good and a good and a bad about everything. But that episode was wild as hell.
The bitch was crazy though. Like she did not have to kill all those people. Like she didn't have to kill not one person.
She killed the blind baby. Okay. They found out she did it from the motherfucking pet.
Right. Like that shit was crazy.
Insane. Metalhead was another one that was really wild to me. That was the one with the dogs. Robot dogs.
Yeah.
Now shit like that creeps me out. Really, really bad.
I really hope that does not exist anytime soon. Like no. Like no. No.
Yeah, no.
It was sad though, because they did that because they were just trying to, get those teddy bears for a child.
Yeah.
And they had to keep on running from those dogs. Sad. And that was another.
But that was another one that I never really got closure from. Like, what were the dogs for? Why were they killing people? Were they set into the world to just kill all of humanity?
Right. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, what? I just didn't get the point of them running from and trying to survive being around these robotic dogs. I never got that.
It seemed like it was another post-apocalyptic setup too.
Maybe.
But they just never explained exactly what was.
But that's what I'm saying. I needed a little bit more background. Like who was controlling the dogs? Why, were the dogs set to kill them? Was it just these people in particular that they were meant to kill? Or was it just humans all together?
Well, I guess it was whoever they got their sensors on.
But why? But why even shoot out the sensors? So you see, there's still so
There's
many questions
like the bees
that have to be answered. I don't know. Season 4 was definitely, though.
I mean, just good.
Just through and through, really, really great. And I also have to shout out Michaela Cole for her performance.
Oh, and
in the role of the flight attendant in that one social media. I mean, yes, because that tickled me so. Like, you're just like,
it was so good.
No, ma'am.
She was also in season 4 in USS Callister.
No,
that episode was also very crazy.
So weird.
It was crazy.
So weird. He was, but
and shit like that can happen in real life as well.
Totally can happen in real life.
That's why you have to watch how you treat people.
That's what I say.
That's the lesson.
Just always like
watch how you treat people.
You know, be kind, as kind as I possibly know how, and just keep it cute. Like, we ain't got to be best friends, but you gonna remember that I was nice to you. So when you want to come blow this shit up, you give me the heads up to stay home.
Right.
That's it. I just want to be the nigga that you see that one day you was thinking about busting off and be like, oh, my man here. I'm going to wait till she gone.
Right.
Let me get out the way.
If only.
But sometimes it is about like just the most minor human interaction that can literally shift a person's entire day. Not in every case, but in some cases when it comes to crimes like that, like, or just crime in general, like, it's just about somebody taking a chance on somebody else and just saying, hey, how's your day going? Anybody tell you know what I'm saying, you are a good person today? No, let me be the first.
Right.
Let me shout you out. Let me hype you up. It's nothing. It costs nothing to be nice to somebody. Even if you faking it. Shit, they don't gotta know. I'm just wondering if we're ever going to get to the age of like, and by I'm pretty sure we're likely not. Well, I don't believe that I'll likely see these types of things in my lifetime, but I wonder if humanity is going to get to the technologies of like the Jetsons and shit like that, or even like WALL-E. Did y'all watch WALL-E?
Yeah, I seen that
remember
before.
That that was a good movie, actually.
It was so cute.
I don't know. Because again, I just want my hover car.
I mean, I've only been waiting for
we ain't that far off though.
First of all, you keep saying that.
We're not. It's just,
where the fuck is it at? Is it because you haven't figured out the logistics of how to charge us for flying through the air?
That's a new licensing system. Class what? F or some shit or 8?
Like
no, that is a lot to like.
I don't know. Food tail.
Go to Ted's.
Shout out to Ted's for our bougie ass dinner.
Alright, well.
It's been real, guys. Till next time.
Wakanda forever, guys.
Wakanda
forever.
I think we've said that the last since we seen that shit.
It's so good.